Pode vir. Ah, tá. Ele solta o ovo e chama a atenção dele pro outro lado. Vi na net como que faz. Pronto. Resolvido. Vi na net como faz. Assim. Abri a live. Olha só. Já tá lá? Tá.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Why must it always be a good evening?
I was just being polite. I'm Dr. Reed. I'd like to ask you some questions, if I may.
Don't like questions or doctors. And the name is Seymour Fishburne, if you must know.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
A shithole filled with maggots. Liars and thieves, all of them.
Are you thinking about someone in particular?
No. Hate them all. Especially these petty, whining little shitbag beggars.
Is there no one who deserves your leniency, then?
Well, Tom from our local is somewhat of a decent bloke. At least, unlike most maggots, he knows how to listen without opening his trap.
What's your occupation?
I take care of my mum. It's what I do. She's the only good thing in my life. Even though I don't treat her so good.
You seem upset. Is something bothering you?
I lost the necklace I bought her. I'm a fucking idiot. A worthless idiot.
Sometimes it's hard to be a good son.
I just wanted to smile. No, I was thankful for her patience, appreciated like... God knows she deserves it.
Any chance you can...
The sad saint.
Actually...
Really? Well, go...
Goodbye, Hello, boy.
Hello. Good evening.
Did I scare you? You have nothing to fear from me.
No, it's just that people prefer to avoid me.
Well, I won't. I'm a doctor.
My name is Rufus, sir. Rufus Kingsbury.
What can you tell me about this region?
It's all about staying out of trouble. But since most people prefer to avoid me, it's pretty easy.
Why do people avoid you?
They call me Rufus the Curse. Around here, I'm a bit of a bad luck charm.
Have you ever thought about leaving?
Where else would I go? At least I know these streets and some people around here. This is my city, for better or worse.
What do you do around here, Rufus?
I listen to the news on the docks, sir. And I smile at those kind enough to spare me a bob.
Do you have a job?
It's hard to work, what with my head and all. Since I was a boy, I've always had trouble remembering what I do and why I do it.
What do people say about this place?
Things have been tense between the wet boot boys and the communists. They both feel they should run the docks.
Are you alone? Where is your family?
I don't have any. My parents are dead.
So you have no home? You're sleeping rough?
No. I mean, yes. I live on the streets. I have no home.
You should be careful, Rufus. There are things that lurk in the shadows of this city. Things that prey on the lonely and the desperate.
I've known worse. I'm not all alone. I have Mrs. Fishburne. She's been very kind to me.
Why do you think she's so considerate?
I can't say, sir. I guess she's a good soul. Sometimes it's like she replaces the mother I lost, even if we're not related.
So long, Rufus. Good evening, madam. I'm Dr. Reed. Could I come in?
Why? What do you want?
I work at the Pembroke Hospital. I'm investigating the flu epidemic in this area.
Oh, the Spanish flu. Well, that's quite liberal of you, Doctor. But this is no time to be knocking at people's doors.
The disease takes away the good people too, madam. Why not let me in?
It's Mrs. Fishburne. Stella Fishburne. And yes, indeed. Why not let a doctor in? Just
Doesn't
my
look-
eyes in the back of that head, sir.
Voltar. Acho que é melhor acabar muito o jogo, entende agora.
Please don't stay too long, sir.
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
So you have questions about the flu, then?
Yes, among other things.
Forgive my rudeness at the door. It's just my son doesn't like strangers coming in the house.
How is life around here?
Life has always been hard in the East End. But it's everywhere nowadays, isn't it?
Do you think the increase in violence has anything to do with the epidemic?
Don't know. But it's most likely linked to the gangs, if you ask me. Recently, it's like everyone has had to pick a side.
Violence has always fed on poverty, don't you think? It's a cruel law of the human condition.
And selfishness is their rotten fruit. These days, you can just die in the gutter, and no one will bat an eye.
May I ask what you do for a living, Mrs. Fishburne?
Since my husband died, I worked at the Dawson Rope factory, but it closed before the war. I occasionally help at the night asylum, in exchange for food.
Did your husband die in the war?
Oh no, my Jack was a docker. He died when my Seymour was just a lad. The poor boy saw his dad slip and fall from that scaffolding.
How do you pay the rent, then?
My Seymour works at the docks, just like his dad. He's very attached to the house he grew up in. It's not always easy, but we get by all right.
The orphan that regards you as a mother. Please tell me about him, Stella.
You mean Rufus? I wish I could do even more for the poor boy. Most people are so selfish.
But you're not.
Years may have passed, but I haven't forgotten how it feels to go through days with nothing but an empty stomach.
Goodbye. I'm trying to locate Mr.
You talking about the one...
The very same.
I'm sorry.
Goodbye.
See.
It's locked, all right.
Sei lá onde tá, porra. Tá longe.
It's locked. From Seymour to my beloved mother, Stella. Fishburne, that sneaky bastard.
She.
Good evening.
Yeah.
I have retrieved the gift for your mother, sir.
Great. Give it here then and take this for your trouble.
I also found the corpses. The ones under which you left the necklace, Mr. Fishburne.
Ah, so that's where I left it. I can be a bit stupid sometimes.
Have you no remorse? You don't even deny your crimes.
I have many weaknesses, Dr. Reed, but lying about who I am ain't one of them.
You're not a mindless animal, Seymour. Surely you have something to say about these murders. Speak up and I will listen without judgment.
Could be right, Dr. Reed. Maybe it'll do some good to confide in a gentleman like you. You being educated and all.
Tell me about your victims, Seymour. Who were they?
Já matou a galera.
Why them? Was there a link?
Why should there be? They just kept getting on my nerves at the worst times, that's all.
How many? How many victims?
It's not like I keep records. It happens when it happens.
You feel nothing, do you? No empathy for your victims at all?
You seem pretty calm yourself, don't you?
We're not talking about me.
All right. Well, our calm's the only thing we have in common then.
Did you take pleasure in killing them, Seymour? All those people, all those lives extinguished.
I take no pleasure from it. Just gives me peace. Stills the anger. For a time.
Entendeu?
This rage you feel, have you ever been able to control it? Resist it?
I tried. For my mum, I tried for her. Telling the truth made me feel better. For a while.
Don't you think you should seek help? Talk to someone you trust, someone who cares about you.
No. And don't dare speak about me to your colleagues either. Keep your mouth shut tight. Especially about my mum.
Why is your mother protecting you, Seymour?
I'm her son. She's the only one who knows me. Sometimes I think she knows me better than I know myself.
I understand you love her, but can't you see the awful situation you've put her in?
Do you think my mum would have a better life if I were dead? She seems so sad to know me sometimes.
I don't believe death is the appropriate sentence for murder. Not in a civilized society. But the last word has to remain with the law.
There is no law around here. No justice to be found. In these parts, revenge is the only answer.
Me deixando. Vou matar, deixa preso 300 mil anos aí.
Goodbye, Mr.
Isso aí, prisão perpétua. Muito bom. Peraí. Não sei onde tá mais.
Good evening, Mrs. Fishburne.
Of course. I can't remember the last time I... What can I do?
Tell me about these demons Seymour needs your help to fight.
Seymour used to be such a happy child. And he is still a helping son most of the time. But when he gets angry, he can hardly contain his rage.
All men and women are born innocent, Mrs. Fishburne. But there can be a monster within any of us.
Do you think he can be cured, Doctor? Do you think something can extinguish this rage inside my Seymour?
There is no cure for murder, Mrs. Fishburne. Only justice.
There ain't no hope then. Somehow, somewhere, my son has turned into a monster, and nothing will bring him back.
Stella, I know you are ashamed of your son's crimes. So why do you protect Seymour?
I can't report my own son, can I? Not a
Pode
burden
sim.
I could bear.
Burden?
Se fosse meu
How do you
filho,
mean?
tava preso já.
They'd hang him for sure. I won't send my only son to his death.
Esse filho meu tava preso há muito tempo.
The situation will only get worse. Someone has to stop Seymour.
If someone ever found the courage to speak to the police, I will take my share.
Your son's gone way beyond simply bullying people. He has a taste for blood, and you know it, don't you, Stella?
One night, he told me straight up, in his own words. It was several days after one of his episodes.
Why did he confess? Did you suspect something?
No. I guess he wanted his old mum to help him fight his demons.
Did Seymour tell you everything that night?
More than I could stand. The words he used to describe his hate, his rage, how he feels when he's done it.
Good.
É porque ele vai matar muito.
Evening.
Evening, Mr.
So,
É, tem isso também, né? Tem realmente isso também. Ah, minha mãe, não sei o que, vou te matar. Pronto. Olha que aqui desse lado tem uns bichos fortes pra cacete já, mano. Aquele fucking lobisomem level 22 que tá aqui. Mata com 2 tapas aquele bicho.
this is despicable. I can't believe I'm doing this. I cannot enter.
Que eu derrotei o homem Fuego. Eu derrotei ele aqui. Tava com Fuego. Namora com Fuego. Ele é luz. Ele é luz. Aí no planeta Twaira. Barulho de arma. Leva essa porra. Eu gosto dessa arma. Se sentir que precisa de outro, arranjo outro, né, velho? Por que eu não derrotei com essa arma até então? Não? Ué? Ih, mané. Ih, mano. Puta merda. Não pode ser isso.
is despicable.
Tem uma coisa errada aqui. Aí.
Or are you just out of your mind?
Viu? Isso. Seu maluco forte. Que isso? Fechado mesmo assim, né? Loading. Aí. Eu acho que eu vou queimar esses postos. Pela segurança dele. Mas eu acho, né? É ele mesmo. Tá falando caçador de vampiro, não sei o que. Ficando exposto de marca, eu não vou botar não, mano. Esse cara morre aí. Dando de caçador de vampiro. Não precisa de minha culpa não. Se eu ficar puto, sinto muito, mas fazer o quê?
Or are you just out of your
Come on.
mind?
Tá. Ué. Caiu a ligação. Puto.
Best turn around if I were you.
Deixa eu ver. Tem caminho?
This is no place for you. We've got one of them here.
Ai, caralho. Tem não. Não tem caminho, né? Não consigo passar, não?
Take a breath of this. You're mine.
De novo caiu.
Good evening, Mr. Throck.
Doctor.
Voltou de novo.
I'm afraid your posters were destroyed.
It cost me good money to print those posters. Such a pity people don't take the vampire menace seriously.
Did you really think the posters would be useful?
See the sad saint of the East End? How a single man can help so many people? I consider myself the discreet protector of these men and women.
Tell me, Ichabod, why do you consider yourself the protector of Sean Hampton's shelter?
He is a truly inspiring example. Dedicated, pious. His shelter is open to all, whoever they are. Most admirable.
Melhor, hein? Tem pessoal liga pra falar.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Consegui ali. Não consegui não. Acho que é essa merda. Rua. Oi? Desaparecimento na frente geral, por isso. Gente, ai ai. Vou melhorar isso aqui. Isso é caro, vai, mas vou melhorar. Ou será que... Tudo bem? Parece que tá triste.
them wet boot boys get.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
Why does your waitress feel in danger working on the docks?
This part of town is dangerous for all, but for women it's worse, as always. Sabrina is a brave girl, but she can't help feeling in danger.
Do you think she has good reason to feel this way? Are you not worried about her safety?
Of course I am. The truth is, she's tougher than me deep inside. She just has to learn to control it.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private...
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, with you being a doctor, you could go there and come back?
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Or something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
Goodbye.
Times like these, a good drink's just as likely to cause a problem as to solve.
O que tem ali, mano? Jogo hoje na hora. Aí é foda. Pode vir pacificamente?
I can't believe I'm not doing this.
E... Já tô saindo na porrada? Então. Meu Deus do céu, mano. Tô fudido. Lá pra dentro. Então, cara, doideira. Incrível. viu aí? Tá muito calada. Alô? Você volta com a barrinha do sangue ali lá embaixo. Ó. Cacete, cara. Não, bichão, não, bichão, não. Ah, mané, já me viu, cara. Vamos bugar esse bicho agora, nem fudeu. Nossa, arranca muito, mas muito mesmo. Metade da vida, ó. Mata pancada de filho. Aí ele me morde e fica a vida toda. Legal. Caralho. Eu acho que não dá emo não, né? Fico muito fraco pra ele. Dá até dá, mas já dá um trabalho. É, galera. Ah, mano, segura em mim, cara. Porra do lobisomem aí, segura em mim. Bugue aí, mata ele aí. Bugue ele aí, vai. Bugou não.
Tom has so much alcohol, he could keep this district afloat for quite some time.
Bateu o lobo, né? Que coisa. Eu vou entregar as garrafas dele. Whatever.
Welcome back, Doctor.
You lied to me, Tom. Your warehouse wasn't empty. It was inhabited with armed vigilantes.
I'm sorry, Dr. Reed, but I thought those Prewen guards would be willing to let someone like you pass without trouble.
That was devious of you, Tom. Next time you can bloody well go yourself.
I apologize, Doctor, but it's just that I prefer to avoid the law, its enforcers, and all manner of thugs in uniform.
Here is your booze. I hope it will appease your customers. Just try not to kill anyone with this poison of yours.
Believe me, Doctor, most of my customers are less agreeable when sober.
Tell me about your arrest for attempted murder, Tom.
I tried to kill someone. I got arrested. I paid my debt and I have nothing to hide.
So you mean your customers know about your sordid past?
Yeah, why do you think this is the last pub open? I have nothing to hide and I don't judge. That's a relief for many round here.
Do you think prison changed you? Made you a better man?
Oh, I don't know about that. All I brought back is bad memories, scars, and an ugly tattoo of a blue turtle.
But do you feel cleansed of your sins?
All I know is that I'm at peace. I did what I did, but I wouldn't do it again. Does that make me a better man? I don't know.
Why not leave town and start a new life after you got out of jail?
I grew up in the East End. This is where my roots are. This is where I want to help others and die, eventually.
Do you think the docks will always be a hive of scum and villainy?
As long as poverty and fear run the show, I don't see how it would change. Misery loves company, as they say.
Don't you feel threatened, staying in such a violent and criminal neighborhood?
I've made peace with my violent past, Dr. Reed. I may not be a pacifist, but I'm not angry anymore.
You attempted murder. Give me some details.
I was given an order to kill. I was an obedient gang member at the time, a proud, wet boot boy.
Why did you join the gang?
Because I finally felt useful.
Esse nome é muito
Do you have any
cara,
idea what it
boy.
means to feel respected when the rest of the world shits on you?
So you were ordered to kill someone.
De garoto
What
de
happened
bota
then?
molhada.
I don't know if you can possibly understand, but I couldn't kill him. I just stood there pointing my gun. Someone saw me. I gave up.
Why couldn't you shoot?
My target was eating in that fancy restaurant with mirrors and music. He was eating, drinking, laughing. He was having such a good time. I hated him for his bottomless appetite and easy life of easy pickings. And then something happened.
You refused to kill him because you wanted to feel some of that happiness yourself. You empathized with him.
Exactly. The man was a bloody landlord who rented overpriced flats. A selfish bastard. But he made me smile. And I was no different from him.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. Would accept his faith and need to help everyone.
The important thing is I find him, quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Goodbye, Mr.
Are they stupid or something? I've never even been to India.
Dá. Bom. Ai, ai. É o último upgrade aqui. Eu tô buscando 600. Não deu nada.
The sewer dog's fault, they say.
Tem uma galera ainda. Sabe que é inaceitável? Sabe que é inaceitável mesmo? A simples existência de um cara que se auto-intitulou Doutor Bumbum.
This is despicable.
Não pode, cara. O quê?
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Sim, ué.
This is despicable.
Mesmo que não tenha sido. Como é que tem um cara que se chama Doutor Bumbum, cara? Não pode isso, cara. Isso tá errado, mano. É todo cara era criminoso, tá ligado?
I hope they'll all return to the shadows.
Good evening. Goodbye. Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you need any help?
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale, at your service. Please,
Martin Nightingale.
take a look at my wares.
Your merchandise. I don't really see anything worth having. No offense.
None taken, sir. But please, I need to eat. Perhaps if you keep looking, you'd see something that takes your fancy.
Show me what you have to offer.
Please, sir, come and have a gander.
Sim.
Good evening, young.
There's no need to.
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman as I am a werewolf, right?
Who the hell are you to question me? It's hard enough to stay clean when you don't have a place to sleep. I'm doing my best here.
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale. I was merely pointing out the fact that you're unlikely to survive long if you continue wandering this path.
And what should I do then, sir? Should I join the wet boot boys like so many others? No thanks. I'd rather be a bad seller than a dead gang member.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood? Have you got any friends around these parts?
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's lost her marbles, especially since her son died.
Tell me about this crazy woman. Madness is often mistaken for other conditions.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but she has so much trouble remembering things. She's taken me for a son more than once.
How interesting. I don't suppose you know what happened to her son.
Jack! Rumour has it he tried to tackle some gang lads. I didn't know him well, but I heard he was a nice enough chap. His old ma still thinks he's around.
Why not try seeking help instead of peddling your wares? I'm sure there are people around here that would gladly help.
There's always the night asylum. I heard it's run by a very nice man, but I'm no beggar. Not yet, at least.
There is no shame in asking for help, my boy. Sometimes it can even be the best course of action.
I don't feel okay with that. I'm gonna make a name for myself, and I'll do it by myself.
Goodbye.
I know I've got something that'll strike your fancy. If not, I'll find you something.
Toque.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor. But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication? Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But where
Vixe,
are my
mano.
manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You
Menino tá bem mesmo.
you are a doctor, yes?
Ixi. Cacete.
It's locked, all right.
So, Dr. Tippett, what brings you back here?
Doutor
I
Tippett.
heard whispers you had a job at that fancy hospital.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reed. Don't you remember?
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor. I'm very happy to see you again.
Is anyone taking care of you, Miss Gillingham?
My son is always here to take care of me. He's a good boy like that, but I do worry that he needs to start living his own life. I would never say that to him, of course.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
Oh, no. I don't gossip. That would be most unbecoming of a lady such as myself.
Who are the more influential figures on the docks?
Well, I heard about some terrible illness going around. I would say in that case that it's you, Dr. Tippett.
Tell me, Enid, why do you feel guilty about your son?
I know I'm a burden to my Jack. I know my mind and my thoughts are drifting away. I'm so sorry. I can't help it.
This is not your doing, Miss Gillingham. You do not have to apologize for your condition.
Of course I don't, Doctor. I've done nothing wrong, I swear it. What exactly are we talking about here?
Só teve momento de lucidez ali, mano.
Goodbye, Miss Gillingham.
Breve momento de lucidez ela teve.
Quite a stranger to these parts.
Eu doencia do caralho essa daí, meu. Deus me livre. Não dizer essa merda pra ninguém. mano. Credo. Caralho, mano. Por que ser humano tem que ter uma merda dessa, cara? Deus me livre. Tem um bagulho que dá medo de pegar, sem sacanagem. Porra. Ó merda, mano, é perder a memória, Deus me livre. Isso, pô. Ah, deixa eu se matar lá. Over there!
It's locked.
Ah, mano. Não sei como é que chega lá não, então.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
Loading.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton.
But I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No. But I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
Caralho, muito chata, vai tomar no cu.
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we?
Chato pra caralho.
Why
né?
such hatred?
Tomar no cu.
Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Of course I am. Fuck your...
Vou matar ela já, deixa eu ver. E tem, viu? Se encher o saco eu mato. Porra, chatona, mano. Oh, porra, usuário de Twitter, vai tomar no cu. Conversa igual pessoa normal, cara.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here, and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh. You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Oh, you're mannered.
Oh no, Miss Paxton, you really don't know my kind. You have no idea who I am.
All right, okay. No need to get all worked up.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
Que se foda, vai ficar seu dinheiro, vou te ajudar não. O problema é seu, irmão. Se fudeu. Ah, eu bebi, o cara me viu contando dinheiro e me roubou. Ah, sinto muito. Porra. Vai ficar sem. Se aprender a ser gente que eu te ajudo. Tchau. Cara, achei que fosse um monstro aqui, mano. Eu achei que fosse um monstro aqui, mané. No chão aqui, ó. Eu, caralho, tem um vampiro aqui. Tem um bicho. Já dá um... Tipo, não tem como dar porrada, né? Você quer apertar.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks?
And what about you?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
What can you tell me about the sad saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
You really think I should
atacar uma
go back to a safer place, miss?
No. I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so
população.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Shaunhampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there. Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night or something.
He was a patient.
I see. Well, Miss...
Goodbye, Miss Pat.
Ali, ó. Aqui é a quest da mulher aqui, ó. Procure pelos ladrões que roubaram a mulher. Não vou não. Olha que se foda. Nossa. Eita.
It's locked.
Não, aqui não tem Neil Druckmann não. Olha que se foda.
Glad to...
Lottie, tell me about the wet boot boys. I know they've threatened you.
Edwina Cox wanted me to provide her with information about Mr. Hampton's resources. I refused.
Is that not dangerous?
Fuck them and their lies. They claim they protect the interests of the neighborhood, but they are just greedy parasites like all the rest.
I understand your fight, but the gangs are no joke. Are you sure you're safe?
I can defend myself. My only concern is about Giselle. I'm not sure my sister is able to fight anymore.
Goodbye, Miss...
Barulho correndo no ferro. Tum, tum, tum. Porra. passagem secreta aqui. Catiscone.
Why the long face, Doctor?
Esse maluco como é que tá, cara?
It looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess, it saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us.
Como é
You
que o
may
cara tá,
not
mano?
always see it, but he does.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
Wonders never cease. Skal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain.
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life. And I will raise him up at the last day.
Ah, não, mano.
So saith
Fica
the
maluco.
Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Tá totalmente maluco ele.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing? Why would I do such a thing?
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
I will not look kindly on you if you're trying to trick me.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I surrender myself to your judgment.
É muito esquisito esse maluco. Não tô deixando aqui as pessoas não, né?
What have we here? Lost your horse, Governor? Or are you just out of your mind?
Vai esgoto, mas sim. Ai, ai.
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned. I should investigate further.
Fear no evil. We do the Lord's work here. Burn it, boys! Bloody leech! I'll send you to hell. Crawl back to the hell that burned you. Stupid beast! Get a taste of this!
Ah, meu Deus. Não tô vendo nada. Vai dormir. Inimigo.
I cannot enter. That doesn't work. So that's it. These wheels control the water level.
Oi, meu Deus. Nada de me dar grito, que merda é essa?
Should shut properly now.
Sumiu. Tem um bicho pra caralho aqui. Já era ali na frente. Só um detalhe que eu achei que fosse. Putz, sangue.
I have this thirst for blood. It's locked.
Isso. Pulou. Porra, bicho, não é pular não, cara. Vai se me mata. Ih, é o Fergal, fodeu. Ou não, né? Não sei se ele é aliado ou inimigo. Realmente é inimigo, vamos matar, mas beleza.
These maggots have escaped the wrath of Ascalon for too long. It is time to purge the sewers of their filth.
You again. The one they call the sewer dog.
Hold your tongue, newborn.
Ah, ele que é o sewer dog.
You like a maggot.
You've let the beast consume you.
Finally, a touch of lucidity.
O Fergal fica com ódio de mim, quer me matar?
Your neck shall snap like a hare's brittle bones, newborn.
iniciou. Aquilo lá iniciou. KKK. Tirando de carregador aqui. Tá. Iniciou o celular. Iniciou o celular.
Dare challenge the dictates of Ascalon? I'm Fergal, the hand that crushes all!
Só de novo, mano. Tem que fazer alguma coisa sozinho.
Slaughter these scalds while singing your name!
Essa eu não esperava. Sei lá, deve ter atualizado alguma coisa pra tu fazer isso.
Dare challenge the dictates of Ascalon? shall be a fair skull to adorn my mantle.
Harika film. What happened?
Slow as a snail. I shall tear thee apart and spill thy blood to the pissing wells. Return to your apothecary of needles. I shall crush you.
Vai rápido. Só 4, 5.
Slow as a snail.
Oh.
Your blood is now mine. Down, stay down. You found your death in me. Return to your apothecary and needles. I shall crush you. Foolish Ekon! Down, stay down. Your blood is now mine. Return to your apothecary and needles. I shall crush you.
Ai ai. Doido.
It's locked, all right. At least one skull escaped Fergal's wrath.
Se morreu ou não, não sei, mas eu tenho. Derrotei ele, eu derrotei. Mano.
Drink now.
Isso.
This is our domain, not yours. You've been warned.
Wait, I saved you from this creature. That must count for something.
Thank you. Now go. Go back to the streets and houses. There is no love lost between us, Vampyr. But thank you.
Sean Hampton sent me here. I believe he wanted me to find you. Who are you?
If you must know, they call me Old Bridget. And this shelter is where we live.
I'm Jonathan Reed. I'm a newborn.
Terceira raça de
I'm
vampiro.
afraid I'm not sure what's going on.
I shall
Inferior
not bend a knee, young
à
Echo.
personalidade.
But I sense your pain. Ask, and I will afford you my attention.
Why was that creature after you?
Fergal is the blunt instrument of the Ascalon Club. His masters would see us dead or turned into slaves, if they had their way.
What the hell was that thing? He wasn't an Ekon or a Scout.
They are known as Volkod, an ancient offshoot of immortals. Blood drives them, enrages them.
What of this Ascalon Club?
Vampire society's elite in the Empire. They make the rules and enforce their judgment upon us whom they see as lessers.
So is it you that Sean Hampton sent me to find?
Perhaps. The sad saint was always kind to us. He must trust you if he revealed our location.
Sean is a Skal. All those I've encountered have been violent, crazed creatures. How can he be any different?
Maybe because he is the sad saint. Or perhaps because I am Old Bridget of the Sewer Skulls.
Sean killed a patient of mine. And that's just one of the murders he's being hunted for.
If you refer to Harriet, she is now among us and under our protection.
Harriet Jones is alive. That's it. That's the proof Sean wanted me to find. I must talk to her.
No. Harriet is not alive. But you can speak to her. I must warn you. She is fragile and may not receive you warmly.
I don't understand.
She is filled with bile and hate. Her mind is sharp as a tack, but her body is so weak. I've never seen its like before. She is resting in a room on the far right of this hideout.
Thank you. I will bear that in mind.
Keep your distance, Echo. We're at your mercy. Will you end us? Oh, Bridget, allow me to wander above some years back. It was unpleasant.
Esse bicho é pau.
How is London? I've not seen beyond these walls in such a long time. Your place is not here.
Caralho. que pode isso, cara? Tá ali dentro.
Are you all right, sir? What are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question. Don't you know this is a quarantine zone?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm investigating the epidemic. You had better get to a safe place while you still can.
Oh, really? Well, go investigate somewhere else and leave me be.
I beg your pardon?
I said go. Leave me alone, sir.
Rodney, you're the man who killed that gang member, are you not? Is that why you are hiding in this godforsaken place?
Yes, I did. I did not even know his name.
Then why did you kill him?
That arsehole always mocked me for the colour of my skin. Usually I let it go. But not that night. We fought. He died.
Unfortunately, I have met several murderers during my lifetime. You don't look like them. I can tell you're no cold-blooded killer.
You're right, sir. At first it was just a simple argument between us. But the man had a bad fall.
Believe me, Rodney, you won't survive here long. No matter what you did, you must go back to where you used to live.
I'll go back to the docks then. But if I die, remember that the blood of Rodney Grader will be on your hands.
Aí. Caralho. Isso, mano.
How is London? I've not seen beyond these walls in such a long time.
Você tem que dormir. Ai, ai.
This is despicable.
Old Bridget said you are one to trust.
Deus salve. Não quer dormir não. Salve sim, eu tenho que dormir. Salvou? Salvou, impressionante. Beleza. De bom ter um item ali, o jogo salvou. Então é isso. Fergal. Depois eu falo com a mulher lá. Doideira, doideira. Também tem a sociedade dos vampiros meio que inferiores, né? Vamos dizer assim. Nem todos perdem a sanidade. Toda hora parece uma coisa nova.